My name is Lauren Sergy, and I'm a public speaking and executive communication expert. Emotional intelligence is an incredibly important skill in the workplace, especially as your business grows, your career advances, or you move up the ladder in your organization. Honing that skill is key, absolutely key, to becoming a top notch strategic communicator. So, here are 5 ways to grow your emotional intelligence. Listen to understand, not to reply. You don't need to have an answer to every statement that comes your way. You don't always have to have the quick response in every communication or every conversation. When we're listening only to figure out what we should say next, we're usually completely stuck inside our own heads. We're worried more about what we're feeling, what we are trying to get at, instead of focusing on what the other person might be feeling or trying to communicate to us. So when you're listening to reply, you're not paying attention to everything that the other person is saying or not saying. Focusing on understanding, and I mean deeply understanding on multiple levels, both their spoken and their unspoken communication, will help you figure out what the other person is really telling you and help you stay in the moment with them. And that's going to help you pick up on all of the subtext and all of the unspoken information that they might be sending your way. Pay attention to nonverbal signals. We usually show our deeper or more complex emotions through physical and nonverbal signals. So pay attention to things like eye contact. Are they locked onto you, or are their eyes darting around the room? Do they seem like they don't want to make eye contact? Check out things like shoulder tension. Are they really relaxed? Does it feel like they're comfortable in their space, or are they all bunched up and anxious? There's hand movement. Is their gesture open and welcoming and relaxed, or are they really fidgety? Are they rubbing their hands a lot? Are they showing a lot of tension through their hands? Do they have a bright expression? What are their eyebrows saying? What are their eyes saying? All of these signals are going to give you a lot of clues as to what's going on inside their heads that they might not necessarily be expressing through the words that they're using. Rephrase what someone says and then ask for confirmation that you got it right. When you're growing your emotional intelligence, you want to make sure that you aren't just blithely misinterpreting people's signals. And the easiest way to do this is to ask them whether or not you are correct in your understanding of what people are telling you. So when someone gives you a statement, tell them the way that you're perceiving it, tell them how you're interpreting it, and then say, did I get that right? Here's an example. If someone is assuring you that a situation is fine, but their body language or their tone of voice is coming across as super uncomfortable, give them your interpretation and then say, did I get that right? So it might be something like, it sounds like the situation is underhand, but you're actually concerned that it could change quickly. Did I understand you correctly? The person can then confirm or correct you. That will let you know whether or not your interpretation of their signals is on point, and you've also just opened up the door to a more thorough conversation about what's really going on. Show your own emotions strategically. Knowing what emotions other people need to see from you to fully understand you so that you can fully get your point across, and then figuring out how you can signal that correctly is one of the most powerful things you can do to use emotional intelligence as a strategic communication skill. We are giving people really important information when we're willing to show them what's going on inside our own heads. And that willingness to show them our emotions, to give them that extra information, can actually increase feelings of authenticity, feelings that you are being sincere in your communication, and the desire to deepen and open up the relationship with them. Now, being open with your emotions and being willing to show them to other people doesn't mean that you become a loose cannon. You absolutely need to have self-control over the emotions that you're expressing, self-awareness about what it is you are feeling, but also understanding what other people's need to see from you. So think of what the other person needs to see, think of what you are feeling and what you want to communicate, and then strategically use your body language or the way that you speak, your tone of voice, to let people in on your emotions, on what's going on inside your own head. Watch for contrasting or conflicting signals. If people tell you one thing verbally, but their body language indicates that they're feeling something else, that's usually a sign that there are some very strong emotions going on in the background. And those could be good emotions or bad emotions. It is neither good nor bad, it's just that something big is going on. In these cases, you want to dial your emotional awareness way up and pay close attention to what might be bubbling beneath the surface. We can't always take words at face value, so ask the person that you're speaking with additional questions about what's going on, about what they are happy about what might be upsetting them, and see if you can get a clearer picture out of them. Emotional intelligence is not a soft skill. It is critically important in the workplace and in our businesses and in our careers. It's also a skill that can be learned, that can be honed, and that can be leveraged in a way that has a lot of integrity, but also that allows you to be more strategic with your communication. So take these tips, roll with them, make them part of your communication toolbox. If you'd like some more information on communication strategies like emotional intelligence and other strategies at hand, then head on over to laurensergy.com. Check out my resources there and keep on working on your communication skills.